Hello, welcome to Gutter Trash, episode 157. Casanova, book 1, Luxuria. My name is Eric.
I'm Jason.
This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got a soul boo-boo.
I got a soul boo-boo.
Yeah.
Well, I always have a soul boo-boo, but, it's deeper than usual today.
It's just seeping.
Yeah,
I think that's
what
it is.
It is, it's turned into a sucking wound.
Oh. Gosh, I'm sorry.
Not your fault. That I know of. I don't know what you've been doing for the past week.
You're not actively trying to figure out whose fault it is, are you?
Maybe I am.
Oh my god, that's not good. Someone may have poisoned you or, done a shamanic exercise of some sort.
Have you been practicing voodoo this past week?
You got me.
So welcome to the, sweet, sexy tones of Gutter Trash. Yeah.
Buddy.
Let's do this then.
Yeah?
Yeah. Hop in, cause you got a story to tell, I'm sure.
Kinda.
And I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
At some point for rest.
Yeah, you sound like you need some rest.
Yeah. I went to bed last night at 8 o'clock, which is unheard of.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
Wow, you must be sick.
Yeah. I had been drifting out of sleep, all day as well, prior to that. I had to go out, shopping with my mom for a while. And then when I came home, I crashed on the couch for a couple hours, and then I kinda was up for a little bit. I went out and got some food, and then I came back and, I put up my, daily drawing last night around 6 or so, and then I passed out at the computer, after I finished uploading it. And I stayed up for about another hour and decided to, I should probably just go to bed.
Wow, that sucks. Yeah. Yeah, you don't sound good.
Yeah, I don't feel good. Do not feel good.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I believe you.
So I apologize to the listener. And to you, I suppose.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'll do my best. I will do my best.
Me thanks you.
Alright. So Casanova by Matt Fraction and Gabriel Ba. Gabriel Ba, who, how many books have we reviewed of his so far?
Couple.
At least 2 Umbrella Academy books.
Yeah.
Picsou.
Yeah.
It had to be something else,
Did
right?
he do something in the noir thing?
He probably did.
I think he did.
Yeah.
I
Would not be surprised.
I can't remember, but he's a pretty damn fine artist.
Yes, he is. I enjoy him quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I first heard of him through this book.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Was this one?
Yep.
This is the one, huh?
This is the one that he exposed himself to me.
Oh, my gosh. You sued him, I hope.
I did.
Okay.
That's why he no longer works.
Sure he does.
Oh,
right?
yeah, he does.
Yeah. So this was originally an Image miniseries, right?
Huh?
This was originally an Image miniseries?
It was originally an Image series.
Oh, yeah?
There's nothing mini about it.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was just a self-contained 7-issue series.
Nope, there were 14 issues.
I thought it was one of those Hellboy things where they,
Nope.
start back over at number 1.
Nope. It took a huge break between 7 and 8. And then they went to Marvel. 7 years later.
Huh. Marvel's Icon.
Marvel's Icon line. They published 14 issues through Image. The first 2 books, Luxuria and I believe Gula is the second book.
That sounds right.
And then they disappeared for 3 years, 4 years.
They're busy guys.
Well, yeah, but they don't really get paid to do Casanova. They gotta eat. They got families to take care of.
Is that when during that break? Is that when Ba was doing Umbrella Academy?
Yeah. And, well, actually, it was after this book that Ba did the Umbrella Academy. Fabia Moon took over with issue 8 and did the book through issue 14.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Then about last year, the Marvel started reprinting this in full color, which, I don't approve of.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't like that full color?
Yeah, full color is fine on certain things. I don't think this book needed it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because the version that we have
is in monotone. It's,
monotone, yeah.
Done in like green tones.
Like a grayish, greenish, like a soft gray green.
Yeah, definitely not harsh.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
The second book is done in blue tones, which is a brighter blue, and maybe doesn't work as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But, I still like it. I think I'd still like it better than full color.
I think that was one of the things that's so visually appealing about this is that kind of odd green tone to it.
Yeah.
Like it sounds maybe like it wouldn't be that easy on the eyes, but it is. It's really nice.
It's a very pleasant green.
Yeah.
Yeah. The covers are usually oranges and purples, which is also very appealing on the stand. Very eye-catching covers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Very well designed.
He's got a Mignola kind of thing going on.
A little bit, yeah.
Like, not as gothy, maybe.
Right.
But, definitely the way he does, the way he kind of, I don't want this to sound insulting, but the way he, like, passes over doing certain details and features.
Right.
Is akin to the way Mignola would.
Right.
And in the shadows and things that he does is in that same school, I'd say.
I totally buy that. I think, and I certainly don't mean this as a dig on Mignola either, because I think he's fantastic. But I think Gabriel Ba is like Mike Mignola with a lot of energy.
Yeah, because a lot of Mignola stuff looks like illustrations. It looks like a nice piece of art. But
it's also very deliberately paced.
Right.
Like he you can tell that he works out how to lay out a page, a lot.
Right.
Like he puts a ton of thought into it to make sure that every little detail is in the proper place.
Right.
And it kind of is a little static at times.
Yeah.
But again, I totally don't mean that as a diss on him because he's amazing.
Because it's beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a lot more,
hyper
kinetic and just very, very motionful. Motionful? It's full of motion. Full of motion.
It's a word. It's a word today.
Motionful.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Fuck. This is gonna suck.
Shazbot. So Matt Fraction. This is the first time I ever read anything by him, Mr. Matt Fraction.
This was the first thing I'd ever read by him when I first was buying the book.
Mm-hmm.
Which the only reason I was picking up was because when this was originally published through Image, it was part of their Slimline line of books, which was basically just this and Fell by Warren Ellis.
Oh, yeah. They're like $2 comics.
$2 comics, 16 pages. Yeah. And so I figured, you can't go wrong for $2 for a comic.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, now that they're being published through Marvel, they're $3.99.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I think $4.99.
Are they really?
I think so.
Wow.
At least when I was last at Ye Old Comic Shop, because I had been reading this, and I was like, oh man, like, as soon as I finish reading these first 7 issues, I'm gonna totally catch up on the other, and then jump into the Marvel stuff.
Right.
And I looked at the cover price, and I think they were $4.99.
Wow. Are they at least like 32 pagers?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I think they are bigger, and I think they are in full color.
All right.
Which,
Again,
I can only hope that Fraction and Ba and Moon know what they're doing, but, it does kind of take a little something from me, anyway.
And I'm sure it would change the tone.
A little bit, yeah. But, this is the first thing I'd ever read by Matt Fraction at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I've read a couple other things by him since, his Iron Man stuff is okay.
People seem to hate it.
Really?
At least the Iron Man, like, the guys that love Iron Man, like, there's one guy whose file is all Iron Man and all Star Trek. That's his entire file.
Uh-huh.
And he hates it, but he can't stop buying it because he buys all Iron Man.
well then I'm totally confirmed in my theory that it's good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy, if he told me something was awful, I'd be like, really?
Yeah.
Intrigued.
Yeah, I gotta check that out.
Yeah. Yeah, he's one of those guys.
Yeah. I can't remember. I think it was, Jason Aaron was writing Wolverine Weapon X or something like that.
Right.
He told me that nobody buys it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that must be the best Wolverine comic in the world.
Yeah, I was like, we sell 3 copies of a Wolverine comic.
Yeah.
It must be awful or amazing. Is Aaron the guy that does Scalped? Is it him?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
But yeah, Matt Fraction, I do enjoy his Iron Man stuff. I don't like the artist on that book. Salvador LaRocca.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe a nice guy. I don't know.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah.
I wish him well.
Yeah. I'm just, not a fan of his artwork.
Mm-hmm. But Gabriel
Ba is amazing, though.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah.
I think it's a really fun comic.
Yeah.
And I think the writing is fun and, like, clever and, like, engaging because it's so fast-paced and intense.
Right. And it's dense, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
16 pages per chapter, issue, whatever, but it feels like you've read a 40-page comic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But it moves so fast at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
It's really weird because, I don't think I've ever read a comic that moves so fast that has that much dialogue. And,
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And for the most part, self-contained, like each issue.
Yeah.
There's a couple two-parters, but yeah.
Or they'll reference something from a couple issues back, but they always have
Footnotes.
Yeah, like they have the actual executive from Edge
Right.
of the comic telling you what he's referencing. Very, very much like the old Stan the Man Lee bubbles, but yeah, I like as much as I like the writing. I think it's it's fine writing. There's nothing wrong with it. I think I would not really have that much of an interest in it if it wasn't for the artwork, because I think the artwork is just awesome.
Well, the artwork is amazing, and I cannot deny that. But I would compare the writing in this book to the level of Grant Morrison on The Invisibles.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
I think everything is so dense and just trippy and so full of just pop culture.
Oh yeah.
But not to the point where it makes you feel like you're, it doesn't feel like he's just trying to grab onto any trend or anything like that, but it also doesn't leave you in the lurch as to what he's referencing.
Right. Yeah, I could see, I saw, Invisibles meets, James Bond meets some anime, I don't know.
And Diabolic.
Yeah. Just fun, weird spy stuff.
Yeah.
And like I said, I have no problem with the writing. I think it's good and it's really funny at times.
Right.
And the story just moves and moves, which is great. But I just absolutely love the artwork, and that's what I really, really like about this book is the artwork.
Right.
But it's funny. It's very comic book referential. I think at least 3 or 4 times they mention comic books.
Right.
And sort of the, the things that comics kind of revolve around or go back to or are getting kind of inundated with. He mentions, someone says something about comics and he says, he's like, last time I read a comic it was all rape and I just don't care anymore. Comics don't always need to be dark,
I think one of my favorite references is, I think in the last chapter, there's a fight scene that breaks out and there's 6 captions describing the fight scene and they're all crossed
out, right.
And then, there's the one caption that remains is, I love comic books.
Yeah, this does seem kind of just them having fun and kind of funneling all the things they like about the genre into one fun story.
Yeah. There was I think it's in the first, I think probably the second issue, where, Casanova has to, bring in the undercover agent working for the enemy.
Oh yeah.
Who has, Winston Heath, who has, gone insane and has also written a 300 issue autobiographical comic.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And this is one thing that you sort of miss out in the single issue, in the back like in the back of every issue, there's like notes, and Matt Fraction writes about like how he came up with certain ideas, and some of his feelings on the issue or whatever. And but in that particular issue, and he usually has like sketches of like how Gabriel Ball laid out the page and then figured out how to do each panel or whatever.
Right.
In that particular issue, were panels from the comic that Winston Heath has written and drawn.
Oh wow, that's cool.
With like descriptions of like what they were and what they reference. And
was it kind of like a Cerebus kind of? Is it like kind of making fun of Dave, maybe?
Maybe a little bit. Yeah, but I mean, the comic itself is all. It's about this guy being like basically the world's greatest Uber spy.
Oh, okay. That's funny though. Yeah, because that issue was kind of like Apocalypse Now,
right?
But just like the weird comic book version of it,
right? Which may be another reason why that issue appealed to me so much.
You like that movie?
I do enjoy that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you kind of miss out a little bit reading the trade paperbacks on these things because there's a lot of interesting stuff in the back of the issues.
I like it when there's extra stuff in the issues. Like, I read the trade on this one because that's all I had. But
right.
I usually like reading a stack of single issues over the trades. It feels more like comics to me for some reason.
I mean, for the most part, I enjoy a trade, but with things like that and like Criminal and some of that other stuff, I guess I like individual issues better when I know that like it's the creator who has a hand in it through beginning to end, and like that's his thing, that's his baby, rather than like a bunch of random Marvel or DC stuff. I'm fine with reading the trade because I can't give a shit about.
I don't know if have you read that Mudman comic yet?
Not yet. No.
I just read it, and Paul Grist, you're probably your favorite guy, right? One of your favorites. Yeah. He said every single issue is gonna have like extra stuff, and like he'll like add stuff in the back. Right, yeah. And he said it won't be in any of the trades because he said he wants to give kind of a treat to all the people who are buying. Right. He said kind of to think of it as like. He's like, remember singles? Anyone? B-sides? Anyone? And I thought that was cool. I mean,
and that's the whole theory behind Casanova and Fell and Criminal and Incognito and all that. They want people to buy the individual issues and get a little more bang for their buck. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah. I could see them putting all that stuff in, like if they do an omnibus later or something.
They did that with Criminal.
Did they? Okay,
yeah. They released the gigantic hardcover. Yeah.
Bastards.
Yep.
But this was a really fun book. Do you know something? Casanova Quinn, like his actual design, like of that character. His face reminds me so much of a character from Ninja Scroll. Do you know if there's any sort of?
I have no idea. I wouldn't be surprised.
No.
Because I did read through some of the back matter, but not all of it.
Yeah.
I know that he just sort of culled all of this from different sources and influences. To me, not knowing nothing about Ninja Scroll, I always thought that he looked like Mick Jagger.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. And that's kind of the thing too. The guy in Ninja Scroll just has like very large lips and long hair. You have very full lips. Supple lips.
This is creepy.
Okay. This is really good.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I know music plays a huge part in this book. He's referencing like lines from the Beatles and Bowie and all that.
Right. I think even the very first thing, the book starts off with music in the lady's room.
Yeah.
Like the Deja Vu song, whatever that is.
Yeah, from Teenage Music International.
I've never heard of them.
It's because they're fake.
Oh, well, that's probably why. Because
they were the assassin group at the, I think,
the three girls?
Yeah.
That was them? Okay. I didn't make that connection.
Yeah. But the first issue's back matter, he basically describes the entirety of Casanova as a Phil Spector production with just a wall of sound. Which he would just layer upon layer upon layer of influence. He wanted to try to translate that into comics.
Huh.
And that's why every issue
It does seem
takes
like,
a good half hour to read here.
Yeah, it's jam packed, and it, like has that sort of that almost like hyperactive, like Terry Gilliam kind of feel, where like scenes they'll just be going, and all of a sudden it'll cut, and like it's another scene, crazy action's already happening, and it's very full. There's not a lot of like I think the only like slow paced moment in the entire series is spoiler when Casanova's father goes to the burnt down house, and it's like a very slow page, and it just felt amazingly slow because of everything that was around it on either side.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
But and it totally works for that moment too.
Mm-hmm.
Just building up everything that's happening in the story. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put any kind of synopsis at the beginning of this episode,
right?
Because
there's so much.
Well, there is so much, and also my voice. But yeah, I mean, I guess the basic gist of this book is that Casanova Quinn is a thief from his whose father is basically Nick Fury,
right? Yeah,
and his sister is like is Nick Fury's best agent. It's what's the father's name?
Zephyr. Mr. Quinn.
Yeah, Director Quinn.
Yeah, can't remember.
And Zephyr Quinn is
Newsom. I don't remember.
No, that's I think you're thinking of Newman Zeno.
Newman Zeno. Okay, whatever.
The head of Waste.
Yeah.
The enemy spy agency.
It's just kind of like the Hydra of sort of, I guess.
But Director Quinn is the head of Empire. Zephyr Quinn is his daughter, who is his best agent, and Casanova is the black sheep of the family, who's a thief. Newman Zeno is the head of Waste, who is their arch rivals, who has basically gone through all the timelines and killed or captured every Casanova Quinn in order to bring him to his own timeline, where Zephyr is the bad girl, and Casanova was Director Quinn's number one agent.
Right.
And basically implanted this Casanova Quinn into Empire as a double agent. And then pretty much the story is all about Casanova trying to fight against both of them. Really.
Yeah. Yeah, he's kind of caught in the middle. He's having a bad day.
Yes, he is. And some weird incestual stuff with other Zephyr.
Yeah. Pretty bizarre, but pretty hot.
Yeah. Gabriel Ball draws a sexy woman.
Yeah. Cartoony. Yeah. No one said cartoony can't be sexy. Sally Peanuts.
Right. Yeah. Then there's
Linus used more than that blanket for more than comfort. I'm telling you. Clean up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got you. Yeah.
Okay. Damn it, that was gross.
Lots of cool background characters or supporting characters, like Ruby Berserko.
Yeah. Like a three-head mouthed alien or two-mouthed alien.
It's like it turns out to be at the beginning it seems like it's like 3 monks who sort of evolved into each other.
Right. Yeah.
They all became psychic. But basically it's like one giant head with 3 faces stacked on top of each other. I think later it's revealed that it's actually a robot. And they upload the personality of a sex slave robot into Berserko's body, so it becomes Ruby Berserko. And starts to wear makeup and a wig.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a great character, actually.
Yeah. And who was also the lover of Buck McShane, the sort of Dum-Dum Dugan.
Yeah, very much, yeah. He just kind of looks like a beefier Dum-Dum Dugan.
Yeah.
Same hat and facial hair and everything.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just, I do. I think I put this up there with The Invisibles, I think.
I was thinking this too when I was reading it. I bet if I read this, in my teenage years, it would have blown me away so much.
Right.
Because I would never have seen anything like it. Like, it would have been my favorite comic when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
I really think so. But yeah, it's I'd say very much in the same vein as The Invisibles, but like a lot more fun.
Right.
Like it's almost like the Invisibles meets the Venture Brothers, sort of.
Yeah, I can get that. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, very good, very good. I like the Invisibles better, but
oh, I do too. Yeah, that's always going to be probably my number one there. But definitely in the same vein. Definitely has the same feel to it. I think
for sure. The fun factor's amped up.
Oh yeah, totally.
It makes fun of itself, and there's some hilarious moments in there.
Yeah. So you're gonna check out book 2?
I will.
Yeah.
I'll check out the Gula.
Yeah.
Check out the Gula.
I mean, I like it. I do think, it's been years since I read it. I do plan on rereading it now that I've checked out the first 7 issues again. But if I recall correctly, issue 14, the last issue, may be one of the greatest comics ever written.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that said, you might find some of the art jarring.
Really?
It's not Gabriel Ba. And Fabio Moon is great, too. But it's a different kind of
I like
great.
Fabio Moon, but I'm curious. I do know I really like the letter on the second series.
Dustin Harbin.
Dustin Harbin, yeah. He hand letters, which is amazing in this industry. You don't see that very much.
Yeah. I remember Chris Eliopoulos, who...
the guy from Get a Life with the bicycle?
That is Chris Elliott.
Oh, that's not the same
It's
guy.
much shorter.
Okay.
Chris Eliopoulos is a letterer who has also done some cartooning here and there. I think he did the Franklin Richards series.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But he used to letter Savage Dragon. And he had to quit the book because Eric Larson insisted that the books be hand-lettered. And Chris Eliopoulos could not afford to do that. He could not afford to spend that much time lettering a book.
Oh, wow.
So he had to sacrifice that in order to take on more lucrative work.
So, is Savage Dragon still hand-lettered?
Savage Dragon is still hand-lettered, I believe, by Eric Larson.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Man, that guy is a machine.
Yeah, he is. You can check out our new sister podcast, the Savage Fincast.
Yeah.
Which will talk all about Eric Larson and the Savage Dragon. We're at fincast.guttertrash.net.
Nice.
Because I don't think we'll ever talk about Eric Larson after this. Nah, we will. Because I love the guy.
Yeah, I know you do.
May not buy his stuff, but I 100% support that.
I totally respect him.
Oh, yeah.
I've always liked him.
Yeah.
Never been one of my absolute favorites, but I respect what the man does.
Yeah. And he was the publisher of Image Comics at the time that this book was coming out.
Oh.
Well, or something.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah?
Fun comic. Anything else about this comic?
Give it my highest possible recommendation for people. If you like fun, if you like mind-bending, dense, layered comics full of references and just amazing art and some mind-blowing shit.
Yeah.
And this is a book I would recommend.
I'd say mind-blowing shit. This is very good. Yeah. That's a very good way to describe this. Yeah. Fun, sexy, weird, spastic, dense, sleek, amazing.
Yeah.
This is, like I joked, I said this may be the first graphic novel I review that I'll read entirely in motion. Did not happen.
Oh.
Did not read one panel of this while in motion.
What? Really?
But I did read it, and this is the first graphic novel I've ever read in 3 different states.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we can fill me in on that when we come back from our break.
That sounds good.
Who you think I am? Who you want me to be?
When I rock, jock niggas in shell shock. Don't watch the birdie, watch the clock go tick tock. I rip shop. I make your girls bottom lip drop. Your word to the truckers at the pit stop. I'm hip hop, I hold heat. Never forget what niggas told me. They showed me other MCs trying to fold me. They owe me. Yo, plus them niggas mad slow. G, I got my get you down, so I'm coming with my homie. Here's the plan, stick 'em up. I enter through the window, stoop down so we can't see our crescendo past the endo. Yo, we used to be our friend though. Yeah, but that's the reason I don't really like to lend dough.
In the corner, cylindrical triangle hat says Dutch. Lyrics precise like forensic science, leave you in tango for months. Trying to figure who done it, you fronted, got your shit studded. Didn't have to be that way, some sort of light coming and they shunned it. For the wickedness of those who despise life and worship death. Be a savage, match it eye for eye, tooth for tooth, breath for breath. In the last days of the countdown, shit is just that drastic. Write journals like an evil prophet, study math like an Aztec.
Loved, not who you think I am, who you want me to be. A true thug and MC, two thugs with no strings attached. Who wanna give you my slugs and don't wanna take them. Box sprays with my box cutter in my boxes. Shot spray, holding cops hostage with rosters. Rockaway Boulevard, got love obnoxious. Got 5 cops today, my Rockaway niggas that rock braids. Got paid, A-Rock, you know how I rock. Meet me at the lobsters. I suggest I should dress proper. Cop the buzz, I cop the Dutch. I got a lot of love with no strings attached.
Rhymes, 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 we got plenty. Times, 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 too many. Sparked up and tapped, you keep counting. I do my thing, jealous niggas keep doubting. Rock and roll, lock and low. MCs out for pots of gold, we stop them cold. In the tracks and take all the chips and sis. All the jats, all the bullshit mixes is. Give them credit, not dead it. We just flip the calisthenic, toss the Andy Pettit, who said it. We grand slamming and never bystanding, and pussy MCs we abandoned.
Flew in from Monster Island just to rag shit with jet lag, where brothers specialize in ways how it's not to get bagged. Egads, I bring confusion like roll call to MCs. So-called hoes be like, yup, I told y'all. So socialize, my bio show I dip, dive. Memorize like I Omega zip drive. Go to the bar to drink to get sober. A King Ghidra, eat the head of a King Cobra like King Cobra.
Can't get a cut like homemade, I whole heat, so sweet, rotate but no beef. Those that those need, close shades, foes, show to speak with. We show to reload the spit for feet, the teeth, keep concrete. Parallel to body till the next smell. Shotties and hotties, still waiting to exhale. Smell the blood bath of slugs caught. Slugs passing, plus what, bug laughing, bug thought. Caught some eyes, make the case last stagger like a rocker, drinking vodka, hit note. Like Sinatra at an opera, drop a flocka over red and rocker. Get you, got you, shot to 2L without the pop before the average knocker. Hit the liquor, quicker than a quicker. Picker up a girl and sticker. I leave more nuts than a snicker. Kicker to the curb, park a bitch, stomp a chick. For now, call me calm, monster out, monster click.
Loved, not who you think I am, who you want me to be. A true thug and MC, two thugs with no strings attached. Who wanna give you my slugs and don't wanna take them back.
Hey, welcome back to Gutter Trash.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sound a little better.
I sort of coughed a little phlegm up, so
Okay.
yeah.
Broke it up.
Broke it up a little bit. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm sucking on a lozenge.
Ooh.
A Ricola cherry honey lozenge.
See, I don't like the cherry.
I normally don't, but I've been sucking on the honey lemon lozenges, and I'm sick of them.
You can't even taste them probably anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Actually, all I taste is honey lemon.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. My mouth is just coated in that shit.
Aw.
So I wanted to try something different.
Well, I hope it works.
Yeah. Next time I'll just go for regular old mentholyptic.
Ooh. It's very vaporistic.
Yeah.
Vaporistic, is that a word?
Sure.
Tonight.
It is today.
Yeah.
So this is the week after Thanksgiving, or shortly a couple days after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I can sum up my week, and then we can get on to yours.
Okay.
This won't take more than a couple minutes. Let's see. My dad's ex-wife died the day after Thanksgiving. My dad and I are going to the wake tomorrow. My dad discovered that he has an aneurysm in his stomach that will burst at any moment, potentially killing him. I got sick as of Saturday. And I hung out with your girlfriend on Friday. And we watched Adventure Brothers and went far away to a Mexican restaurant that is just part of a franchise that was really close to here. The end.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Well, yeah, that's scary. Let's see. It's sad, scary, and then I forget what the third one was. You got sick.
I got sick.
That's not as sad, but still sad.
Yeah.
And then awesome.
Yeah. Oh, and then I also found out that the asthma medication that I use to live is no longer going to be sold at the end of this month.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Well, see, you've got a lot to be thankful for.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I wish you and your father very much luck.
Thank you. How's your week been?
Well, I feel like I'm on the spot.
You gotta
Bring it back.
Yeah,
bring it back. It's been good. It's been good. As we said last episode, I was taking a train out of town for Thanksgiving, which I've never been on a train other than like the one that goes around Kings Island, you know, or unless you count a subway train.
I think those count.
No, those kind of count. Well, but this is different though. This is
different.
This is riding the rails, man. This is hobo style. No, trains are, you know, I think it is just like decades of watching movies where people take trains, particularly ones set, many, many years ago. But I pictured it being a little roomier than it was. It was basically a Greyhound bus on the rails.
Right.
That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
Slightly better because you get a little more legroom and the windows are bigger.
Right.
But other than that, it wasn't great.
Right.
Like the first few hours out there, I was like, I'm on a train.
Right.
And I was excited. But after
the homeless guy threw up on you.
No homeless people. Actually, I was pretty lucky as far as like neighbors go because, I'd say about a fourth of the time I had no neighbor at all. And then 3/4 of the time I had sleeping neighbors who didn't say a single word other than hi. You know, when someone sat down, we said hi, and that was it.
Right, yeah.
But, and on the way out there was an older couple they weren't in my, like elbow room, but they were across the aisle.
Right.
And they just kept talking to me because they were just lonely and friendly.
Right.
And that wasn't bad because I think we only talked for like half an hour, but they were cool. So neighbor-wise, pretty good. But yeah, just it was too long. It was too long.
Yeah.
Like it was like 24 hours each way with like a 3-hour break in the middle each way.
Right.
And that was like probably the best part because halfway through the trip I was in Chicago.
Right.
And I had like 3 hours to kill. So I rented a locker and I put everything that I brought with me, like all my suitcases and everything except for my wallet, into this locker, and I just walked around Chicago for an hour by myself.
What?
It was awesome.
What part of Chicago?
Well, it was like right downtown by Jackson and Adams, at Union Station.
Okay.
So I just kind of walked over, I forget what highway that is. It was 94, maybe?
Okay. Yeah.
So I walked, like, over the overpass and, ate breakfast, and then I went back to the station, and by then it was, like, time to leave. So,
right.
So I read a little bit of Casanova in the train station in Chicago. And then I got to Nebraska at, like 1 a.m. on Monday morning.
Right.
And
you left Cincinnati at 1 a.m.
Actually, the train didn't actually end up coming till 2.
Wow.
So I sat in the train station for almost an hour, just kind of chilling.
Right.
In the Hall of Justice.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I waited. I kept waiting for like Gleek or Green Lantern or somebody to come in, but nobody ever did.
Damn it.
But yeah, that was not bad. It was cool. But yeah, the train. I mean, I could sleep easy on the train, but I swear I thought I was like, I'm gonna get so much drawing done. I ruled out like 10 pages of panels,
right? And
I was just gonna like fill them up and draw because I have stuff written that I just haven't drawn. But it was not possible. It was a little too rough. Like everybody was like, it's gonna be so smooth, yeah, but it was rough. Yeah, it was just like I tried writing and like you could barely read my writing. I kept having to redo it, and I was like, oh, this isn't working. So that didn't work. I read a little bit on the train. I brought a book with me.
Right.
But yeah, I couldn't really draw. I was kind of disappointed because I was really looking forward to that. But and then I get to Nebraska, and the first day I'm there, Chris has to work during the day, but he's off at like noon every day.
Right.
So me and his wife went grocery shopping, and when he got home, she cooked, while we just sit around and watch the IT Crowd on Netflix, and then she cooked for us, and it was really tasty. It was like this Vietnamese kind of soup kind of thing going on. And in the middle of the night, me and Chris both got real sick.
Oh.
And we both had a fever and food poisoning for about 48 hours.
Nice.
So I spent literally half the time in Nebraska just laying on their couch and like intermittently vomiting and having diarrhea.
Huh. Sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But no, I got caught up in a lot of movie watching. We watched a lot of movies those 2 days. And I saw the Crazies. I saw the new Crazies.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I saw most of Insidious.
Okay.
I thought it was alright. Like, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. I watched the Conan Can't Stop documentary.
Yeah.
It was alright, too. Not amazing.
I haven't seen that one.
And then a ton of IT Crowd. I love that show.
Never seen that.
Yeah. And a couple episodes of 60s Star Trek.
For not to say that. Although, was it the remastered versions with new special effects?
I don't think so.
Okay.
They looked pretty clean, but I don't think there's any new special effects. But no, other than being sick, I had a really good time. I've missed my friends Chris and Mandy since they moved out there a couple years ago. And that was really cool. It was really good times. And I forced Chris to start his Veggie Saturn comic.
Wow.
He's just over halfway through the pencils. Because it's a 2-pager. And so he did a page and a half while I was there.
Awesome.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. I still have not started in yours. or the one I have to draw. Probably won't happen.
Oh.
Nah, it'll happen.
But then, and then after that, I rode the train home, and that was pretty much it. I got home yesterday at like 5:30 in the morning. Yeah. And then I slept till 2 in the afternoon.
Wow.
Which was bizarre for me.
Yeah.
But it was awesome. It was a good time. It was good to.
Well, that's cool.
Good to get away. Nebraska is awesome too. It's very flat, very calm.
Lots of corn.
Yeah, Huskers. Yeah.
See, you doubted me. You doubted me.
I didn't think there'd be corn out there, and it was like 65 degrees the entire time.
Wow.
It was weird.
Yeah, it was warm here too, so whatever.
But there's like no crime. There's no recession there, which was bizarre. Like everybody's fine. Like in the last 2 years, they haven't declined at all. It's like a bubble. No one even speeds or murders each other.
That can't be right.
It's true.
That can't be right.
But yeah, it was a neat little town. Very into football there.
Oh yeah, Huskers.
Very. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Isn't that where Brian Bosworth went to college?
Oh really? The Boz?
I think so.
Stone Cold?
I think so. Yeah. I can't remember. Could be wrong. I'm most likely wrong.
I found a really awesome comic shop there.
No?
I don't know why it's called Trade-A-Tape, because that's the name of the comic book shop. But it was really awesome. They had a great selection of
tapes.
Comic book related tapes. Lex Luthor reading Emily Bronte on cassette tape.
Right.
No, but I mean they had like totally really crazy old golden and silver age comics, and they had a bunch of back issues and a crap load of trades, and then some indie stuff too. So I mean it was a really good mix.
Yeah.
Although they don't have any copies of Veggie Saturn, even though I took some in to see if they would buy them, and they said no. He was nice about it. He just said that they don't really have a market for that kind of crap.
Yeah. He's not wrong.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, it was a really neat shop. The only thing I bought the entire time I was there was I bought a copy of Sweet Tooth #1 because Chris had never seen it, and I was like, "This is the best comic on the market, according to my opinion." And I said, "I'm going to buy it for you."
Yeah.
So
that was clearly before you read Casanova.
That was before I read Casanova or Veggie Saturn. Neither one of which were available at Trade-A-Tape. Nah, I'm sure they had Casanova. I didn't see it, but I'm sure they did. But yeah, I mean, yeah, and the trip was good and bad, but I'm glad I went. I had fun. It was a good time.
You had an experience.
I had an experience.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a Veggie Saturn worthy experience because, like, I was like taking notes here and there, like, maybe something crazy will happen, but it was pretty much just a train trip where we puked a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm gonna make that into a comic, but it was fun, and I was really glad to see Mandy and Chris.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Glad you had an okay time despite your illnesses and discomfort on the journey.
She is a great cook, by the way. She cooked for us like every.
Well, clearly, she got you sick.
Well, that was the first night, and every other night after that, like everything else was amazing, and we never got sick again. But yeah, good food, and they had an awesome dog.
She makes a good salad.
Makes a good salad
because it's pretty much all you can eat.
She made quesadillas one night. It was very good. She made, full Thanksgiving dinner, and that was the best part. It was just the three of us for Thanksgiving, because I don't like big crowds for holiday meals.
Neither do I.
So yeah, that was really cool.
But you didn't have anything because you couldn't eat anything.
Couldn't eat anything. I had a square of toilet paper with a dollop of mustard on it. Yeah.
Vegetarians.
Yeah. And they have an awesome dog. He's a Pekingese named Seymour. Very cool. He cuddled with me every night.
Nice.
Yeah. I think that was pretty much it, though. Yeah. Pretty much the extent of the Lincoln, Nebraska experience. I guess there's a famous murderer there. Brian John Mitchell told me about Starkweather. Is it Richard Starkweather?
I believe so. Yeah.
But I went to the little gift shop.
No, Charles
Starkweather.
Richard Starkweather is the guy who I believe letters comics.
Oh, Richard Starkins.
Okay.
The Elephant Man guy.
Yeah.
Comic Craft.
But I think it's Charles Starkweather.
Maybe it's Starkweather.
The bell tower with the rifle.
See, I don't know. I don't know anything about. I'd never heard of him until a couple of days before I left. Brian told me about him, and then when I stopped, I was looking for a snow globe for Kathleen because she kind of collects snow globes. And I went to the gift shop there right across the train station, and they didn't have any snow globes, but they had magnets featuring Car Hinge, because apparently they have Car Hinge around there somewhere. And they had books about the Starkweather guy, because apparently that's the only exciting thing that's ever happened there is in this 70s or whenever, 50s, I don't know.
I believe 50s.
This dude killed some people.
Yeah. I think his killings were a major plot point in the movie The Frighteners.
And possibly the Natural Born Killers.
Yeah, Natural Born Killers. Yep.
Yeah, Mandy was telling me about that. She was like, there's some horrible movie based on his killings, and it's like, where like ghosts come around, and she's like, I think Michael J. Fox was. I was like, wow, that sounds horrible. I was like, is that from the like early 80s? Like before Family Ties? She's like, no, it's like, I think it's more recent. Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, is it The Frighteners? And she goes, I think that's it. I was like, you need to rewatch that.
Yeah, that movie's great.
That's what I told her. I said, I was like, I think that's my favorite Peter Jackson movie.
Yeah.
You should really rewatch that again.
Jeffrey Combs is in it.
Yeah.
I like a Jeffrey Combs.
Yeah, I know you do.
His body is a roadmap of pain.
Aw. Is that a Morrissey lyric?
No.
Oh.
Well, I know, I don't know if he's a friend of yours. I know you know him, Joe Andrel.
Oh, yeah. Okay. He shops at Mavericks.
Yeah. He, back in high school, he had a band called the Krusty Watch Guys.
Yeah.
And they wrote a song about a city in Nebraska called Roca.
Roca?
Yeah.
Nice. I don't think I passed through Roca. We passed through, oh my gosh, Omaha.
Yeah.
But,
The Cat Dancer?
Omaha the Cat Dancer. Wow. That was one of Jack's favorite comics in the 80s.
Wow. I don't,
He's a furry! Did you not know? He has Bonnie dressed up as a polar bear. You can't get that image out. You can't burn it out. I've tried.
Damn it.
No, I don't think he's a furry. I just think he liked the comic for some reason. But yeah, Nebraska's awesome. I'd say visit it. I get to cross the Mississippi River on a train. Yeah. That was cool.
Yeah.
Never done that before.
Yeah, if I go, I'm going to take a modern form of transportation, possibly a plane.
Oh.
Which will probably get me
like
there
a horse and buggy? A horse and buggy or something?
Yeah, maybe a rickshaw. Yeah. Just some guy pulling me.
I mean, that's going to tire somebody out. That's like 760 miles from here.
I know that it would probably take less time in a car to get there.
You know, it would, but I wouldn't get to sleep, and I'd have to pay for gas. It was actually cheaper than flying or driving.
Sure.
But Yeah, I don't know that I would do it again. Like, if I was ever going to do another train ride, it would either be a much, much, much shorter distance,
Right.
or a much more spaced out return. Because, in a week I spent, like 30 something hours on a train. That was just too much. It was just, oh man, that was the thing too. There was this lady who worked on the train. She was in the like little snack car, because they had like a little vending machine car, and she took your money. And she said that she gets on that train in Chicago, and 6 days later she gets off that train in Chicago. Every week. She's in motion 6 days of her life.
Fair.
I could not handle that.
Yeah. I'm sure they have sleeping quarters for
Yeah, but I mean, like, the whole time, you're constantly, like, swaying and,
Right.
like, oh my gosh, that would be so weird.
You have to think, though, that, after a while, that's gotta be something that you just don't feel anymore.
I guess, but I guess that one day that you're walking around on the streets, you probably just feel really weird, though.
Yeah.
Like everything probably seems like it's frozen,
Right.
Which, I don't know, maybe that'd be a fun summer job once, just to try that out, but.
That'll be an issue eventually.
Yeah, my summer as train snack car guy. Yeah, I don't know. It was neat, but not highly recommended.
Right. I told my dad that you were taking this trip, and he knew your exact route.
Oh, yeah?
He was like, so he's taking it on Cincinnati and then layover in Chicago? I'm like, yep.
Oh, wow. Is he a train rider?
No, but he said back in the 50s when he was growing up, he used to take the train from South Bend to Chicago all the time.
Wow.
And, I think he said they even took it once, like, further out west. I can't remember where they said, but...
Yeah, this one went all the way to California and turned around. Yeah. The Zephyr! That's what they called the train.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Kind of like out of Casanova. Yeah. Tying it all together. But yeah, so I read some more in Nebraska, and then I finished it up in Ohio when I got home. So that's the first gutter trash book I've read in three states.
Yeah.
And none of them bordering. None of the states border each other too. So it's not like I was, at Lookout Point in Tennessee or something.
Yeah. Not in that Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky
or triangle, right?
Pinpoint.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Pretty neat.
Glad you had a good time there. Mostly.
Mostly. I'd say 75%, 80% good time. Yeah.
At least you got to spend it with some old friends of yours.
We drank some James Jean wine.
There you go.
Back in April, I bought 2 bottles of wine that James Jean designed the labels for. And I took them with me, wrapped them in bubble wrap.
Yeah.
And we drank one of them, and I left the other one there for them to enjoy.
Yeah.
So
That's cool.
yeah, that was neat.
My cousin-in-law recently designed a wine label.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I guess this past weekend he was signing copies of signing bottles of wine with his art on it.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
My cousin-in-law and James Jean got something in common.
Wow. Sure. Give me a bottle of his wine, I'll drink it. In Nebraska.
I know, because you're an alcoholic.
Yeah. I try.
Yep.
I try.
You can't be around me anymore without having a drink at hand.
I think by the next episode I might just have to start shooting up.
Oh, crap. Well, my throat hurts, and I'm tired, and I gotta go take a long car ride tomorrow. So let's call this one done.
I think that's an apt conclusion.
So tell me the movie that I'm gonna be watching next week if I'm still alive.
I think we're gonna watch Harold and Kumar vs. Evil.
Sweet.
Because I can't remember the name of it. We discussed it earlier. We usually don't.
Yeah.
But I had a couple different movies in mind.
Yeah.
But this is the one I ended up on, and I can't remember the name of it.
Tucker and Dale.
Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Versus
okay.
Evil. Yes.
Yeah.
Starring Tyler Labine and Alan Tudyk.
That's the very one that I was thinking of.
This is a movie that I'm going to veto.
Oh,
No. This is actually a movie that I have been waiting for like 3 years to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you told me it was coming out and
It comes out tomorrow on Blu-ray for sale.
no. Cool.
But it has had a very small theatrical run over the fall. But for the most part has been sitting on the shelf for 3 years.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Hope it's worth the wait.
But from what I can tell, it's probably one of the best reviewed movies ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, wait till we get a hold of it.
Oh, we're gonna rip to shreds.
I'll be drunk, so it won't matter.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll be dead because you won't have your medicine.
Right.
So yeah,
It'll all work
that
out.
should be a really good review.
Oh, yeah. Alright then, so Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I'm excited.
We'll get
fucking excited!
get well, sir.
I will.
I hope-
You get some rest up from your trip.
I just still feel like I need a little more rest. Yeah.
You had a little train lag.
I had a little train lag. I really did. Yeah, because yesterday at like 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, I went over to my girlfriend's, and it felt like it was noon because I'd been up 2 hours or 3 hours. Right? It's so weird. Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be 100% by next week.
So it's we had the Thanksgiving break, from work.
Mm-hmm.
Get 4 days off in a row. I get 2 days off more than usual in a row, and I immediately revert back to being a third shift kind of guy.
Night owl. Yeah.
So I've been going to bed at 3 in the morning, and waking up at 1 in the afternoon.
They have to get up at 3 in the morning.
Huh?
I said now you have to get up at 3
3 in the morning. Yeah. Except for yesterday, which I already described in detail.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that.
Not your fault.
I hope everything works out for everybody.
Yeah,
As always.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Alright. We'll call this thing done.
We killed it.
You can subscribe to Gutter Trash at iTunes or directly at guttertrash.net. If you go to iTunes, please leave us a review. You can email us at eric@guttertrash.net or jason@guttertrash.net. For more info, you can find us on Facebook, or you can go to seanborn.net or buyerbeware.guttertrash.net. Listen to our sister podcast, League Night, at league.guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening. Until next time.